Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Richard here with another video, and today it's the James Bond collection part 2. So in part 1, which I'll try and put a link up above, had the Ultimate Edition Attache briefcase from the UK, and for today part 2 this is again DVD, and this is the special edition metal tin. So you can see we start off with an embossed 007 gun logo. And we also have that on the side. Again, it's quite a heavy tin, this. And then underneath, we've got a copyright, 2003. So unfortunately, I don't have the outer cardboard slip anymore. But I do have everything inside. So opening it up, you can see all the movies, and it forms this great 007 gun logo. So let's get started. So this MGM release was by 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment here in the UK. I'll just move that back a moment. So a little bit different on the back to the USA ones. I do have the USA sets, if you're asking, and they will be in a future video. As I said, I've done part 1. This is part 2. I don't know what I'm going to do for part 3 yet. I'm going to have a look. Might venture on to VHS, might divert onto Laserdisc, Blu-ray, 4K, music. I'll see when I get there. I'll go through this one first. But I really like these cases, as I said on X many times. Love the old MGM DVD logo up the top and the surround going around it. Yeah, I've always been a fan of that logo. It looks really nice. Saw them today in the shop with, it said movie time across the top, and it was slightly orange logo. So remember, MGM did that for a while. But yeah, let's crack on with this special edition set. So inside, as I showed on part 1, the Ultimate Edition, we have these nice little booklets inside. These were great back in the day. So talking about James Bond and everything, widescreen and standard, and scene selections. Not sure what make of case this is, but I remember the press center buttons to release. And that was the system there that they used. So it's not an Amari case. I always think this is like an inferior case to a Amari. I know there was Alpha cases as well. Wasn't the biggest fan of those. I'll leave one out because it's easier to get the discs out. Again, these special edition have really nice artwork. I've always liked these collectible covers. Again, these were widescreen versions, 16:9. We all know these are 1.66 to 1, but I think some of these releases might have had the wrong aspect ratio. Again, disc art, which is really thick. You can feel the printing on top of the disc. Won't go through all of these. I'll pick select ones, but such a good film this. I think From Russia with Love is a much better film than Dr. No. I don't know if any of you will agree with me on that, but I really enjoyed this film. Great soundtrack as well, great theme. Again, nice little booklet showing you the difference between full screen and standard. I know in America on the original DVD releases, not the special edition, they had full screen and widescreen on the same disc. These aren't. These are just widescreen. And then to Goldfinger. Again, nice artwork. We have similar artwork on the Laserdisc for Goldfinger as well. Again, they're starting to show the aspect ratio now, 1.77 to 1. The film wasn't shot in 1.77 to 1. It was shot in 1.66 to 1. So we'll leave the disc on the inside on that one. And then Thunderball, again, nice artwork. 2.35, we know that was the first Panavision movie for the Bonds. Not the biggest fan of that poster inside, if I'm being honest. Just want to see if the widescreen stuff at the back actually does show the black bars top and bottom. No. It should really show black bars top and bottom, because that's how that one is viewed. So then You Only Live Twice, obviously set in Japan. Featuring a mono soundtrack. So you will have noticed none of these so far have a 5.1 like the Ultimate Edition that we saw in part 1. So they're mono soundtrack. Next up is George Lazenby as James Bond on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Again, nice cover art for that one. Again, mono. And then Sir Sean came back for Diamonds Are Forever. Not the biggest fan of that artwork, to be honest. It says it's 1.77 to 1, but I was pretty sure that was a 2.35 to 1 Panavision film. I can't obviously check now, but I thought it was. So again, they're talking about widescreen and standard at the back. And talking about Sir Sean coming back as James Bond. And I think he donated his money, the wage for the film, to charity. And then came Sir Roger Moore with Live and Let Die. Again, I quite like that artwork. And that was 1.85 to 1, but again, they've put 1.77 to 1. Again, nice artwork on that one. When we get to the VHS ones, there's a really nice artwork cover for this movie. I will get round to that one in these videos. It's quite a lot to go through. Spy Who Loved Me. Correct aspect ratio. And you'll notice 5.1 on that one. Mono on The Man with the Golden Gun. So I believe The Spy Who Loved Me was the first one to get a 5.1 remix. Let's see if they mention it in here. Yeah, Bernard Lee was my favourite M as well. Of course, Robert Brown played the part as well. And then Dame Judi Dench and Ralph Fiennes. Don't know who's going to play it in the next one. I hope they do stick with Ralph Fiennes because he's quite good, I thought. So nothing mentioned there. So Moonraker, they stuck with 5.1. For Your Eyes Only, 5.1 again. Correct aspect ratio. Dolby Surround on this one, and 2.45 to 1. Not sure that's right. That's the inside. Always nice to keep consistency across the set. Disc art inside. And I really do like the artwork on these special editions. View to a Kill, Sir Roger Moore's last one. And then, as I said in the last video, I saw this at the cinema and I was blown away. Really enjoyed his performance. It was such a different turn from Sir Roger Moore. Good soundtrack as well. Yeah, John Barry and Aha through this. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I really enjoyed this. I thought its performance was great. Was a 5.1, yeah. Well, then after that, Bond went to a 15. You can see the old BBFC logo on this one. So, License to Kill. I think this was uncut over here, but it did get a 15 certificate. Then after that, we got Pierce Brosnan as Bond with GoldenEye, and this is cut. 5.1 surround sound. So the Ultimate Edition, which was in part 1 of this collection, was uncut. First time, unless you imported from America, which I did. So again, I really like these little booklets. Again, a little bit misleading with the widescreen and the full screen, because this obviously has black bars top and bottom. So you do see a little bit more than what it was showing. And then Tomorrow Never Dies. That was cut as well. And that's a look at the special features on this one. There was no reverse artwork on this one, but it does sort of have the same sort of cover as the US special edition. And as you can see, it's a much thicker booklet on this one. It's a lot of nice pictures, classified information. The gallery. Yeah, it was a nice release, this one. The Allies, photo legend. Again, information about widescreen standard. Bit of information there on Dolby Digital, which I will zoom in on. This DVD has been encoded. Doesn't want to focus on this one. With 1 or more Dolby Digital soundtracks. And it just says, like, Dolby Digital is a sound system featured in state-of-the-art movie theatres, and when used with a Dolby Digital receiver, it's capable of delivering up to 5.1 separate channels of sound into the home environment. So that's that one done. Not many more to go in part 2. The World Is Not Enough. Again, a 5.1 surround sound, 2.35 to 1. Disc art, no flip cover. And finally, Die Another Day. We also got something else to show after. So this does have flip artwork, because this was, as you can see, different disc art inside, and we've got 2 discs. So they did one side so it matches this set, but obviously the flip side of this was the general on sale release, which I will show you in a moment. Here's a look at the special features, and you'll see on this one it got a ES track, as well as a 5.1 Dolby Digital soundtrack. And there was a load of special features on this one. So we'll have a look at the artwork first. So that was the flip side, which many of you may be familiar with. But for this collection, it came with that one as default. So, and you'll notice this is an Amari case, proper DVD case for me. Which has that style button, which we're all familiar with. And there's Amari at the bottom. So for this one, they went back to the old style MGM release notes. And then loads of stuff in there. And scene selections again, which we don't get anymore. So shuffle those across. So we had this UK style passport. Well, Great Britain and Northern Ireland. and Metro GoldenEye logo in the middle, with James Bond at the top, 007 at the bottom. In fact, this is an EC passport. So this basically tells you about every single DVD inside this case. And this is printed just for the UK because I can see all the certificates on the covers. Just having a quick scan to see if it mentions 5.1 sound on the first James Bond films that they changed. From memory, it was The Spy Who Loved Me where it went to 5.1, but no, they don't mention that. You thought they'd make a bit of a fanfare about it, wouldn't you? Tomorrow Never Dies, and then you've got this boarding pass. Then The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. And that is basically it. That is the end of part 2. You can see why this has had to be cut into parts, because I'd like to show you in great detail and take the time. But that is it. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, whatever you guys want to. But it'd be good to hear from you in the comments if you like this special edition set. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon for more unboxing videos, video reviews, and some more of the James Bond collection. But when I have finished the James Bond collection, I will move on to other parts of the collection as well, like Alien and Batman. That's going to be a tricky one because I've got quite a lot of Batman. But thanks for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.